It is instructive to note that on March the 25th, 2015, President John Mahama, as then chairman of ECOWAS, intervened in the political dispute in neighboring Togo by requesting the postponement of the election originally scheduled for April 15 to May 25, 2015. His intervention was in response to calls from Togo's opposition parties over the credibility of the voters' register, which they alleged was bloated. Indeed, President Mahama urged the Togolese authorities to agree to establish a credible voters' register, arguing that it was important Togo went into the election with a register which enjoyed the confidence of all parties. This request was heeded. The peaceful acceptance of the election result by stakeholders in Togo is indicative of how appropriate the President's intervention was. Clearly, what is good for Togo must be good for Ghana.
Over the years, there have been persistent rumors that people are coming from across the border in Togo, in Burkina Faso, in Cote d'Ivoire to register and vote in Ghanaian elections. Persistent rumors, and you keep hearing them election after election. The curious case of the increased NHIS special registrations in the Brong-Ahafo and Volta regions, both border regions, coupled with the massive increase in voter registrations in some border constituencies between 2008 and 2012, resulted in us initiating investigative work to ascertain whether in fact citizens of Togo, Burkina Faso, and Cote d'Ivoire do register to vote in Ghanaian elections. This was not an easy exercise. In this regard, our investigative team started trying to obtain the voters' registers across all of the bordering countries. We obtained the Togo voters register, and this was publicly available in Togo. This is a sample of the voters register in Togo, right? So we obtained the Togo voters register to begin the investigations. So this is a sample with all the details. We used what we call facial biometric recognition technology. So basically, you are trying to look at two people. You search the registers of both Ghana and Togo, and then the program will look at characteristics, facial recognition characteristics, look at the distances between the eyes, ears, and so on, the mean, standard deviation, mode, kurtosis, standard variance, and all of that. And then so you take this to have a sense, because you are trying to do biometric facial recognition technology. When we began the search, it was quite amazing what we began to find. We recommend that a new voters register should be created to replace the overbloated 2012 register. We suggest that this register should be created no later than June 2016. Secondly, the new register should result in the issue of permanent voter cards, the PVCs, as was done in Nigeria in the recent election. The PVCs should have embedded in them the biometric details of everybody. Thirdly, the period of registration for the new register should be a maximum of 2 weeks, and that new registration should take place simultaneously across all polling stations. Across all polling stations. In fact, if the EC says they don't have equipment to do so, they can go and borrow the equipment from Nigeria. It's lying idle, and bring them and we'll do the registration. Fourthly, this new register that is compiled should also be audited and by internationally reputable firms. We should audit it once it's done. Fifthly, copies of the new voters register should be provided to political parties in both electronic CSV file and PDF formats. The new register should be sorted alphabetically by last name and gender, and it should clearly delineate voters registered overseas by country and the basis for the registration. The question, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, is how these scanned pictures got into the EC voters register. How did they find themselves into the register? Who scanned them into the register? This could only have been done by people with the necessary security permissions to do so. The evidence is therefore incontrovertible that Ghana's voters register has been compromised. It is not a document we can rely on for free, fair, and transparent elections in Ghana.
I know that the government may say we haven't got money, a new electoral register will cost money. I know the financial implication of what we want, but if there is a need for us to approach bilateral and multilateral donors for support, we should do it.
And the party says it's just about 10% of...
Yes, that's what is worrying me. 10% is 76,000. Means we are dealing with over 1 million, about 1 million people crossing over to come and vote. That's why we should take action.
They know they have lost talency, so they are finding soft landing grounds. So they want to prepare the minds of Ghanaians that something wrong is happening in talency, so that in the end, when they lose, they have somebody to blame. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what MPP has been engaged in since 2012. They know that they are about to lose 2016, which will represent the third loss of a political party in a row. And they shudder to think about the consequences. If somebody should go to Time and take the picture, you don't even need to go to Time, because MPP is in possession of the 2012 voters register. If they look through, pick my picture, and then put it on another document and call there and write there Benin, and then put my face there and put some number there, which means nothing, and then begin telling everybody that I said Dunkatia is a Beninois. How are you going to prove or disprove this? You understand? So we are convinced beyond any doubt that the MPP deliberately manufactured this lie to justify unfounded calls by them and their surrogates for a new voters register. A cursory assessment of the claims reveal a desperate attempt by a party bedeviled with strife, deep division, violence, and general lawlessness to prepare the grounds for a rejection of their imminent defeat in the 2016 elections. It is the latest installment in a series of efforts to shift blame onto others whenever their incompetent and mediocre campaign bring them defeat at elections. In our view, ladies and gentlemen, The press conference addressed by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bore an uncanny resemblance to the hoopla that preceded their filing of a petition at the Supreme Court purporting to challenge the validity of the victory chalked by President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC in the 2012 elections. The claim by the MPP that persons from Togo and Cote d'Ivoire have had their names on the electoral register is not only fraudulent, but also constitute a gratuitous attack on the people of the Volta and Brong-Ahafo regions. As far as we are concerned, this claim is a continuation of the MPP's long-standing affinity to tribal politics, through which they associate people from certain ethnic and tribal extractions with wrongdoing and heap on several comments on them. This is unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen. You know the regions that border Togo. You have Volta region, you have Northern region, you have Upper East region. So why are you settling on the indigents of Volta region? They should come and explain to us. This document Dr. Bawumia is flaunting around was presented, thoroughly discussed, and rejected. And they appended their signature. Now, after that report had been presented and meetings, at least one meeting had been held in trying to look for ways of implementing the reforms contained in that document. Now MPP takes their rejected documents, recycles it, and the General Secretary, because maybe he's fighting to make himself relevant, begins to go from one party office to the other. He meets somebody there, and then televisions capture that. That person says, oh, the party will look at their document and respond appropriately. And it is all over the news that that party which he visited accepts their position to replace the voters' register.
Well, sorry, Abba, 1760 or text message line. Fabra in NTB Jibre and Kinkama, Midoma and a Cobnas, and if we said, copy say, no, Columba, and I brief Baba to the Fisema bro. Yes, a semi year, they say, Oneme and Kamboom, na intimi in your mind Ghanamu, and beyond, and on como. In your answer, a piece of my Ghana, so a conkain, a one puntum, a year, Nipa at Timino, on a year dim, maybe a Timico and Kankama. A deputy minister. Lands and Natural Resources, MP Juaboso, Ayakado, now to Yahun Prino, Sansa, Honorable Kwabna Mita Akando, Atnas, Honorable Kwabe Bokode, Yamiadum Boko. Good ministry, what is a Yamiadum Kakra. Small scale mining in Gusu, I am a certification, I galamse, I approve, say.
Yeah, approve galamse illegal. Small scale mining, yeah, approval.
Okay. What goes into small scale mining? And definition for small scale mining then?
Small, there were two main types. There were the large scale mining and the small scale mining. And there no main. Into small scale mining, for Ghanaians, ubia umfio main ubiano. Your mouth crime I want small scale mining.
I see.
Foreigners, no, the omo kwanya amoye and it's a large scale mining. The so person oh small scale mining. I was say the kind also Ghana di. Now okope baby a enyo bia concession. Ghana ha nyina no baby a minerals no one ya cheche your friend concession. Into okope baby a obi ani ho. Do we search na we na atwa koma minerals commission say hana mepe. no mo ankasa nso aye omo search no mo sampa obiara ni ho na fe o ma hwɛ sɛ saa bia no gold ho ana so sɛ ye mine obi ho gold ho but ye mine ho entimi ma permit sɛ kona ko tu mine gold ɛwo obi fiase so what you say the ombe saa na ma we nyina na yakɔ processes ni the last of it is a minister ebe sign na waje operations permit na akwa yi wadwuma. That's
a true copy say won kwai so timi here small scale mining.
Yes.
Now we are coming from a region I think predominantly that is what is happening in Galamsey. It's expressed to small scale and which one is there? I say Galamsey was change small scale.
Galamsey no consistently I keep telling you say enya dia ye recognize it. Galamsey no
China for no mukuta pump action there small scale na Galamsey.
China ni be ye adwuma na ye recognize na say ye large scale mining. Say ye large scale mining there illegal. There's a small window for the foreigners so omu provide a mine support services. And no chere say omu equipment betumi akọ high now they akoye adwuma and as betumi repair machines now. But under no circumstances they also who say foreigner be Mpensenpensenmu out China because of diplomatic reasons. Under no circumstances, ne also who say foreigner be not even from Togo, not even from La Côte d'Ivoire, are all year Juma on their site say all mining. No, the law is clear on that. It's a no area.
I see. So far, so good.
You go so a national security threat. Young quiet to me, and I keep saying this. Also be a somubi. Because see I hear ye na yanso na ye money yes the ministry no kwa no money masem no monya ebeji nsamu.
But about your notice sometimes more officials even some national security personnel they compromise or do side to
yeah I do not want to confirm because of where I sit but it's out there it's a perception out there.
Okay.
I know there is of common knowledge to
everybody. Oh, Benjamin, but Bibi Aboko.
Yami Adom.
Upper Denshire West. Brashi Benjamin Ojina Mama Adesha. Bibi I come o.
Yami Adom Bibi.
Nana hoye.
But therefore,
Bibi I koso kama.
Yami Adom Bibi.
MPP muti se wo ho.
Hoboko say your three primaries na wie basa BNC nti akase be start serious political organizations. So the way I beat me a retaining seat, no.
Will you be actively involved in the campaign for 2016?
Oh yes. Why not? Tama me a candidate, no. Others I be a normal contest, no lose you will support ye. So I'm support directly cry, I'm for now support you to me win ye. So to say the last Rebecca or Hannah be no man Timasino. Mrs. Seat no, Eshe me butumwa. No, exactly, some bomb by that time and I'm a kita seat, no. Inti I am said yes, na me abusunya panyi na se me kwa me hand it over abusunya japade no esan de ma abusunya.
You need to ensure
ni kwa say all ho bi abefa ti abe ma said yes me kono MPP ni na say take over my seat and the ma ho de ni me nyansa betumi ayi bia ma ye me nim say nyame ne se hene.
Okay.
Nti anamo bi o se nipa YouTube ye betu ba me say nyame so beto nsupa gu so ama ye retain seat no.
I see.
Sako ya ne de na ho de ni be ye bia na sa ono afiri hoi de ono a onim afi de be ye afi
imoya
and the me say ono afiri hoi onim I mean he's a member of the MPP ontimi fast we lose election ontimi me try ka say DC be
now share tifa ho nyina uhwe nyina
masa
ye kakra battery de kasa mo dada
me say look the be ono afiri hoi when the beauty on winning seat no
oh they be bia me winning seat me fee MPP me da ho MPP
do decide
obi a okem so to aba bia na wo hostel
no
you do be koso ato aba ya ma MPP ntia no de men
in parliamentary elections even in presidential the party contributes but the candidate also contributes a lot especially in parliamentary elections.
But strategies not there only 3 times.
Well, you can.
We win 4 times.
Four elections. Yeah.
But just say, strategies no bit match any panel, but you are not the candidate.
So your preference
is different. Let us not deceive ourselves. There are factors a contributing say party in your contributing factor. I'm not saying that is the case. MPP need be me in my constituency no to Abama me. He's a strong MPP member. Oh, yeah, and down to Abama, John Dramani Mahama. But Ebia Minti, obeto abamame. Let's even assume say my busuani no no or MPP obeto
so the candidate matters.
So the candidate matters. That's the point I'm making.
Okay.
And he knows.
It matters. It matters. Yes, but politically, no. Candidate who feel not because of you or party lose election, and that is also one party, and I say one because I was one your Juma.
Okay.
So penny papa ni penny who feel my which and your basa basa. To your my ye ni bibia come.
Difference between only MP and this nation.
Oh, the last election was about 4,000 something. So it's a better to your man say. Said yes, buy and say, or corner man for no, said every man was now or comma, and Nabano. Sana, Miss Michael, Dobano, you know, so Baba, yet the change be at them in my end. Okay. Do you encourage Upper Dencha West for to say, but to Abadiama, Nipa will take over from me?
All right, so RDF Commander DSP Kodia and a pay DSP Oba and a Chief Inspector Santis, Ombaba Bijao Bra Papa, and that from late Kumau Contihene, and me on the 26th and 27th. Of this month, Ewo Kumawu, DSP Kodia, RDF Commander or Takrade, Opapa, and that for me. Memfaso, and Chia Mikru Muamahine, Kenya's number 1 and 2, Omahino Seikufi, and Afe Chief Combination, Anope Machia Mona. Berima Safo Shenebua Kodia, Doctor Kumawu Mahine, Ono Hima, Anope Machia. Well, wape bre akoko umpeso aso akọ some of the hospital facilities and I say nkra wajibre wo ha say wo hwe ana say de wajibre akọrọ an kakra say our visit e bia utwam bi na wo hwe on.
Well, to say the truth, me nya kwan and visit hospital facilities be ja adwuma ye madaro mamomi na if you answer na ye to adwuma so but for me, especially in my constituency, the last time I met her about 2 weeks ago, Proso Kofi Krum, Kwabrakra Krum, your clinic to be a whole.
Response to saying?
As in
Nipa or Moko.
Oh, I know they're normal.
Okay.
Normal, yeah.
The impact in your case was
for example, Sa Hospital, my body a SDA for a clinic.
Okay, so Christian Sa Hospital.
And I know they're I'm saying impact in the baby.
Okay.
So, men can say impact in the whole crowd because we are affected by whatever goes on in government.
Okay. What would you do for constituency? Major hospital better.
Upper Dencha West there. Hospital and Kasabino health centers and but in a certain time call. In any case, Nipohononya medical qualified medical doctor.
Okay.
You know. Maybe a difference in the papa.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, okay. So 1760 or text message line the Fabre need to be Jibre na yankin kind na emfa mesha doctors. The General Secretary of the Ghana Medical Association, Dr. Frank Sribo, has revealed that members of the GMA are not afraid to lose their salaries over the period of their strike. The Ministry of Health has ordered the doctors to return to work by Thursday, August 20, 2015, that's today, or forfeit their salaries for the period of their strike. According to Dr. Srebo, the group will not call off the strike until their demands are met. And there's a quotation here. As for salaries, we, the doctors, have stated very clearly we are not afraid of non-payment of salaries, and we can even go for a year without them. And so nobody should think we are afraid. We are resolute on that matter, unquote. Dr. Frank Sebo, who was speaking on Eyewitness News, also compared the benefits of Cuban doctors get from the government, saying Ghanaian doctors are treated unfairly. I quote him again, why is it that the Ghanaian is discriminated against? How can you bring in somebody from somewhere else to come and do the same work and that you provide them with conditions of service and all the things that we have listed, and yet when you engage the Ghanaians, you maltreat them? He queried. The GMA, in a statement issued on Wednesday, urged members of the association to continue with the strike despite a directive from the health minister, Alex Sebifia, that they should return to work by Thursday. So that's it. Their position still very resolute not to until there's a document signed and sealed by both parties. I mean the negotiation team and that of the Ghana Medical Association team. Honorable Kando, mu namodi tusano na yekone seni under the watch of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Oh, Mahine, Didikai, say the issue is not about whether or not Usuro say Bituaka and Nasa Yentuaka. It's about the law. So what I say, it's about the law. Say sa issue we my discuss even on this platform. Now my position on this issue, you know, ends a sign. Send ye nimuno. Say Bible cracker or say nsa onye adwuma no wonidi. Nti it is unfair say obi enkwa adwuma na yebetam menu ye taxa ye tuano sika ne de bema ne say onkodi abra onkwa adwuma. Nti ano de whether or not say usuru and say unsuru no is not the issue in contention. The issue is that one kwajuma for some specific number of days. Rani say one kwajuma wo unya katua. The etwa hobiem and so the issues about yemfa Ghana doctor for emfa compare Cuba a doctor for need a kanka ho. Masa say enroll and rich me better if you see. Who bisa me question be say the ekosui measures ben na ban a take send a bay mitigate the effect are ekoso. So even if Sebekoso are buying 1 billion Ghana cedis per month, not me mitigate sa effect yeah. I will say a buying a mitigate and
cost
that
benefit analysis.
That is the option out. You see, it is and that is why I am in love with the decision His Excellency and the government has taken. You see, it is not about the cost alone with regards to the doctor for the air canal. It is also about precedence. As a government, unye bibia wuntumi ntwaso. Inti ene den no mo kan say obi etumi cause strike. Na utua neka. Na uni ye negotiations are. Adentin na me so me cause strike abeka chem say go back before I sit with you. So it is about precedence and it's about doing the right thing and it's also about living within our means. And you know I have consistently been saying, say, nobody, including the president, Obia ni wawaka say, a doctor from someone more can, they don't deserve anything. Enra, chimi, we program in Madame Fubi, medical doctor, I'm needing combo. He sought to convince me why he thinks that a doctor for in here, baby. And one of the critical issues are, look, I'll confess, I tend from conversation, now, me feel say I was getting convinced was the issue of say a doctor ni ube treating patient be now one year you end up getting that same disease now we treating so they need an assurance and something a banisa na buying a bed to me a show that kind of. But you see, so who demand BB now feel says I didn't here. Men fast sabi imprediasam. Men fa niema who feel say tangential bibiri and kaka. Then you concentrate on what you need. The point I'm making here is that obia ni wa can say a doctor for no amun sem fata say one conditions of service in any can say baby. Nobody has said that. But the point is, sir, why raising red flag as at November last year? Noah submitted proposals as at June, July this year. Now we submitted proposals now. We say so. Why you say ya mamia may cost striker? The upesa abaye ni say upesa abaye ni negotiate under duress. Abaye majuma no hunya pa. Enu nti se mijaya ni pewu. Enu nti no hwe majuma no hunya na mijaya ni pewu no. Na de me pe no fa ye ma me ente sa de a me nkwa adwuma. Eba ni sa na sa ban so amfa ne na nsi for mo and I keep saying and I am for that position say obia adwuma ho hia in this country including the farmer our me aduane amiedie obia adwuma ho hia e wo man mu anu nti me gidi ye say a doctor for no to win all of us our sympathy. I've already confessed to you say after my engagement with a friend medical doctor my position on risk allowance is changing. But Say, chinchiniachi.
On whose part?
On the medical doctor's part. Chinchiniachi, young quadruma. Not on to say, why yet. And we have friend negotiations. So it is basic, nobody can dispute that. A buying cancer, let's just set the record straight. A buying cancer means TMO. In any case, even while they were on strike, a buying sought to engage them. And again, it is not about their salary. It is not about a career. A buying edgy one. It is about a new thing. I warn them, and I buy say there be yen sin konya na yen hwe baby nyina de to a oman ebeboa yen nyina. So intermediate again they should go back to the negotiation to the what do you call it, consulting rooms and the theaters and still engage government. The why no match your member bia no yen nyina yahu. So na and yes sir, they are losing the sympathy they deserve. Na wono mo kwadwuma no mo ntoaso no mo ne aban enkasa kopem mra ye nyina ebenya ne pomasibre. And again mainland no I've heard a lot of people and bad governance and aban yosisoi and that particular game is a no area. A doctor for ne kasa no, it is not as if say aban bi e wo ho no omo conditions of service bia no mo ni je ho pa na ban bi bae no wa be ye free ho. The argument they are making is say all this while, in fact I've heard argument of about 23 years said look anyhow na yentumi nkoswa entena musa until this time there you per say you rising up ni siki for what we deserve. Aban say oni mu be share, but the bottom line is that you best say if you talk about, and I'm about people talk about comments, being more passing near the other, Massa, to tell you the truth, both sides in Yanano, would see a binum or more commenter, including the doctors, and yet. So Abai will not say, medical doctor be Adi, may say, Omodia Tema media kame. Me sabi me need doctor need atem. Abai can say, oh, and I'm say, because you are talking about Haruna Idusu, a part of the negotiation team. He's also a government communicator.
But a bit of restraint on the part of Abaya, when our monitor now could have done it, because people have raised issues about posturing, demeanor, communication, utterances on all the co-mininis. In the midst of say a doctor for no money outrageous. I say na ankasadi we a bit me aboa kakra. That's the challenge. Well, some Ghanaians also have. Say a doctor for nkra omoni atra omoni nton. No more ya ni ebi ansem fata. Nka bai ho me kakra ka se de me manemo. Ai meti de mo kana se. Untu anamo we na o de me hwe de bit me si. Rather than abai mu nipa for so no mungamu o de pim me pim. O de si betwa. Sa baby afide o man ama amamuna is there as ye bibi keke bisa keke o free station we kase we na abamu ni pass of no so abaye see na so aye na we so see na I don't get it.
Meaning what you describe as abamu nipa bibia no ana abamu mpo no obiare na dwuma oye aban official positions on issues aban etu nipa ejina ho one with the reference to a particular activity no one no mo kasa e wo saade no ho a yenyina ye fa. So on this matter in say the minister for employment in charge of labor relations
Alex
and to some extent a deputy minister for finance. So I don't think say one ma ba bontin abestiti aban position a their working. Of course, intermittently, including the doctors, on the behavior or the conduct of a bino. But me kase and I mean kase because I've already stated say I did the attempt there. Sabi I cry I won in the crown. On deserve see bedin attempt. But when we are dealing with issues of this matter now, emotions
should be out.
completely out. What the matem to make a cry, menko. I say, oh, Menso, what the matem and I on your BIA in Intino. Say, may we cry, I mean, yes, I will be trivializing the issues.
I think amongst the commentary running is that this whole doctor strike, Ghana for Young Kwano, is inuring to the benefit of a political party, MPP.
Oh, me sure.
But for instance,
me sure because one of the medical doctors, CB, chief executives, appointed in, for example, Comfanochi and as a Kolibunia, and they are members of GMA. I'm not sure say they are MPP for.
Okay, but
so doctors need to belong to NDC.
Analysis be now. I say what a child tumor MPP for, and say more TV Adom over the years. I infiltrated the camps of all the unions, the agencies, and what have you. Nagrat, NAT, CLOSAG. But NDC for we are now more relaxed. Take his animal serious. You know,
I disagree. No. It's true because I mean these are people, matured people, learned people, level-headed people. So I will make a decision. Be I'm sure say almost ankasa ye DM. No mo kun ye DM. No mo say we na yema and as we na yema. The Salaries battery betra no kase medical association UTAG Nagrat near the admin MPP for now. A push them to do what they are doing now. Me sure so be din ho ya. Me ask me din ho ya. The such a person me nyina do aka so nka say yes, ya bibi stronko. No. Your man, what is he saying? Anyway, that's not the topic for today. I mean, now I will take him on. But
okay,
well, I know this is from line. I'm argument at the Biamoye. Magman Biamoye. I say, when I will be over cost like Biamoye. Then you're more about my partner yet.
The conversation between Gabi Ochidako and deputy minority leaders. I know, Auntie. I never say.
But the can make with tear for you and no especially upper denture west for. Before me come in, every day said me name said me or draw a line between Asemo Abano government official position and others are AKB and Semitinasi your purchase say ubi AKB kekedia.
That's not official position.
Yemfa subono enkobo government. Say yeah, they say nipa na deputy so there na dwen kekebi na watch there. Say ho subono dem yemfa more government. Say ko base bi a government official.
Assigned officials.
No, and a backhand there. That's the affair say your government position.
Okay.
Yeah.
The communication minister, health minister, Harina Edusu, employment and labor. These are three key people in government or more utterances, no, and as I say, you're relating to this.
Beyond this, so I believe so. See a funny
okay.
So we official position as a Ubina or can on one personal admin. Okay, the no better ones, and yeah, but the main issue. Wash it, say you want to move in. This GMA doctors no strike now omukon. My personal position is say coming kwa enka media blackout completely. Media na any account when some you run commentaries near that na no ka yentwa ni na so. Can no be boa my problem no. Etumi solve ntem. Na ka ban any doctors no. Enya time for each other. No montena say NCC in your man. Because say quickly said the to babo me kra ne hunya bufu say no gina kira o ma fans no. So doctors na bufu any government no so tintin I can say tintin no. Wona fi amanfo hihye kira some amanfo commentaries amanfo run emwa obia timi den ka mesre doctors no. Mesre omo pa they have genuine case, they have a good case. The ordinary Ghanaian and a suffer. The ordinary Ghanaian and a suffer. So, because President Tiwi, Minister to a Bampan for Tiwi, or Yarisi Krana, or non sorrow class or hospital, even when they are on duty. Doctors need Macra. per a phone call no e be a doctor no and a personal doctor be fi baby abanifie abehwe no. Unfortunately, more brower for no sebi wa bontin na bibi ye na yisi arrangement na call other hospitals bi no. Omum so kra na e kan nsem ni bia e share doctors no ebufo to some extent. So sankofo na e share e kan nsem no say no. Look, yes, utie government no mo agbe no ya na esring. Na me say be ya ke ntwa so. They talk about illegality, illegal, whatever. Yes, but law no cry, me lawyer. But I say, oh, could seek equity. Come with clean hands. See, I say, will be a yamon, and I said, then a brew back and in the day I am on your bio. See, we want to talk about legalities here. Why a dinka committee the illegal? The same labor law, yeah, I can say, so will be a negotiation now. And you can say, or cost striking. It means, say, and I said, presuppose, say, at that time, let's say, Nipan Kwaya Day, what funny did that, me boy? It is also a negotiation for France or baby, and you can also cost strike or push you. That same labor law said, before I offend Nipan, and as offend Nipan, we are within a certain time, man, the condition of service. To begin with, the person must have a condition of service. Near BC, I will say, and I buying air doctors. I'm saying, MPP and DC. I buy in this case Ghana as a whole because per doctors, no, not necessarily this government. So, per doctors, an argument, no, all these years, you more condition of service. Inti NIPA in this case, I buy, I also a more condition of service, no, I commit illegality,
which I disagree strongly.
But that's your opinion.
Anyway,
I commit illegality by not giving them their condition of service.
Hold on. Your disagreement, you admit that there should be a condition of service or not?
Yes, that I agree.
So
listen.
Why did you disagree?
Say, if it is true, say, omo pay, nima bia ebnam from mamu, any the omanka said, I can be no more pay.
Master, you are referring to the current issue, please.
Yes,
please.
Of course, that's what I'm
talking about. Talk about
the moderator.
Just say, you agree and admit that the doctors deserve conditions of service.
I do.
What is the challenge?
What they are seeking now is an improvement over the already existing conditions of service.
But when the president said that over a specific number of years, it is not as if they have conditions. They've never had.
I didn't hear the president saying that.
This is the president talking.
I have never heard the president saying that. The doctors never had conditions of service.
They've never had conditions of service.
I listened to the president myself. I never heard the president say that. They never had conditions of service. So they are only seeking. Do you know, say, even your salary is part of your conditions of service?
We'll play back.
Do you know that? So if you are seeking for an improvement of or a codified conditions of service, that I agree. But to suggest
the
that
president said
no at
this
all.
is the first time they are having conditions of service. This is the president.
If you say this is the first time they are seeking conditions of service, I will agree with you. And these are completely two different statements.
Okay, we'll play back what the president said.
No, I don't have a challenge.
All right, so what about you?
So, that's exactly what the president said, and that is a statement of fact. That is why all these years, almost fighting for they do baby at said WCCA, Namanfu Nakabi, no Masai,
don't pay them.
That is not what they are saying. Master, what the condition of service?
Conditions of service. Are you saying that? Are you saying salaries are not part of conditions of service? That's what you are suggesting.
It is a coat Yamishi is part of my dress. I'm TSC. It doesn't mean a coat in it at Adiako Amisha or Hana.
Aha! So if there are others, but the coat is part of the dress.
This is becoming too much. Please, let's have some decency here. Please. Now, allow me to talk. So, let me tell you. Look, these doctors are not Kaya boys and girls. Sebi. They are not people who know what they are talking about. So
they know what they talk about.
These are learned people. And after president Lokrano or say conditions say they don't have it. And they are saying for once give us signed sealed condition of service. Now you say we are not working at the pleasure.
Hold on, Manuflo. Your own government communicator was able to say doctors have not been smart. Even a security man at the ministry was smarter than the doctors because security man engage in the service. amount of conditions of service. So please don't bring that Kaya factor. So don't bring that Kaya. Somebody has met. Let us not go to. No. So security man for they don't know what
you can say that.
So please.
But I'm on the program with him.
No, I beg you. I want him. Let us all flow.
Okay.
They do baby. I do na kissing. Am I more doctors more? It's the best you know to adwene. Near say bit but say they
the politician kasa name be why you avoid them.
No, we dey jam no aka.
Never deceive yourself. What here say wo oba oba na koye kaya ya. Tell me. Oma eye kaya ya na. Oba ma oba me kaya ya na. Me ma me bank koye kaya. I'm not happy. Say me ba be kwa koye guy. So we dey meet you. It enye job omo ye no.
Exactly.
No, I'm asking him.
It's a matter of choice.
I'm asking so oba ma ne ma akoye kaya ya na. It is not a professional obi a person ne ma be kwa koye. It is a kofo bi wo mu a ho kire na aba. It is a enye ofere class o wa ban mu. Now this is the job people are doing. They sleep on the streets. Enye ofere. As a bank say, also you're taking measures to take this our people out of those conditions to improve their living conditions. Are you happy with the living conditions that Kaya find themselves in? If you're happy, I'm not happy.
No,
I'm not happy.
You're missing the point.
I'm not happy. And then you people send people to go and rape them. And I don't hear anyhow. I'm not happy. You, for. That is what you do. That's why you keep encouraging and you are happy.
Please.
I'm out for and I am saying, I am totally against that.
He should retract this statement.
We should do everything we can to take them out of that situation.
Strong exception
So
to
creating
good
conditions. Take good conditions to take these people out of those conditions.
As a responsible member, I take strong exception to this statement. He must retract it.
No, I respect.
It's uncalled for.
No,
how can you say this?
Say the beya. This
statement.
Don't go there.
No, but
I'm saying two wrongs will never make
please, so let's
hold on.
It's a criminal.
Honorable Kando.
No, I'll take
can you hold on for us to manage it?
Very well.
Honorable,
I'm not here to please
you.
That you can insult.
No.
It is not issue of taking or not taking.
He has the right to raise that objection if he feels that afraid the ewura nipeduanim eko tobase pacho. Eyenkoma yina yedi pacho. And it will help you and be also in your interest not to also all the time be pushing in for him to hold on. Pacho, best honorable. Ebia kasenim no and a buy say anokopai. Inti enkofa se bia ba wadaroma. O se sakasan enyene de. Yesu ya tibe dwemi. Sakasan enyene because NDC for be hold the responsible say yem pinpoint here. Ebe kwa
say pinpoint there.
Say MTC4 and Pacho member trust any so yes no problem. Please.
It's not about begging him.
No,
it's an irresponsible statement he has made and you must retract. Why don't you want to face the facts?
I will not approach this issue as both parties have approached the doctor's issue. Please, this is my platform. Pacho, you go through what I want to go through. That's if you cannot, yeah. Because please, MOBR. Bibi agoka papa said it ready. Oka say kiki usu bem kiki into akadi obeka and then somebody let us move on slowly. Or with Mr.
You see
that statement is not a statement of fact.
Let them take me on. Let them take me on and I'll prove it to them.
Something that is avoidable.
Let NDC take me on. And I'm going to prove something. If you want me to, I'm going to prove it.
No, Pacho. The party NDC is a different entity. So individual whom say NDC nibi akotusa no mona is agreeable. But for now, the block party NDC entity in there. No, I disagree. Especially with his personal Tiano.
No, I'm not attacking his person. I'm not attacking his person. Yes, he's an NDC member. You see, when I'm attacking NDC,
so let us just take it off.
And they encourage it. And also, because he's trying to compare the living standards of even Kaya for any doctors. When I'm saying he said,
hold on. Gina point, Joshua. Asemno, you two me say, one a pie. It's very normal.
Did you hear that? I'm saying, make me big drama film. Let them take me on. You know, Memun and Kufado, and the MPP manifesto, you can say, Kaya for situation. At least, you bar, you bit messy hostel, I'm a man, babyada. What did President Mahama say about that hostel facility? What did he say? He kicked against it. So if anything at all, I'll say you cut off nioma adwuma na mo you too na mo mu fi so ho de ba na o se ye na nya se oba be si dan jam mother oba na otwa na mo be to stop them from coming. They are still here and he has not provided a place for them to sleep. Meaning say whatever they are suffering now no on the streets no, they are enjoying it. They are happy with it. They are happy with it. Is it not a fact? But say this the women are being raped every now and then over there. Yes. There's a man out here in charge to protect these children. Let's say na mo be able to protect them. Obisi dan papa mama demo you kick against that say yensi bibia mama demo. Let us say you support what is going on.
No good.
What is affecting them?
I understand wherever you.
That is the issue.
But I will not sit here for any member to denigrate political parties, especially MPP, NDC, to the extent that the party and bloc is being accused of probably a policy direction on when effect here. I beg you once
again. They support. Look.
For us to move on. No, for us. No. Our relationship on Big Dream is not to cause chaos and confusion and set us on fire, but rather to strengthen. Maybe a tough form, we help others to help us, and then we move on. One on a pie, in a pie. Intimacy. And quite just that bit that NDC forced up on a conyum for farmers.
For the respect, personally, I still say, Mano Ampa, but for the respect I have for you, your program, and your listeners, no, I would draw that.
It's enough. I'm grateful to our service.
Now, then, and I make us a bay arguments are. Say doctors and say, fine. Obi mu say untua wan kwadwuma aye den ye ntua muka. Then they call your bluff. So after all, even the junior most ones among them, junior doctors, for 11 good months, they survived. They survived. How much more consultants had that year? Now they call their bluff. Now, many have the support to say, Babu Kra say, and sign your Jumano, many need. Wait a madam for friend, a convincer for quotation. A convincer for quotation. Quotation be from the scriptures, near butcher anyhow. Then why are we practicing the leap? The leap process never costs war memno. Is it not the conform to me the vulnerable, the weak, vulnerable, omun yeduma intina, omano, ye to omokan. Oko civilized societies, Europe near the administration, unemployment benefit, they go and take it. So, the only to me provided be my own crop for. Don't say sign yeduma because the Bible says sign. That is not the actual meaning of Bible quotation. So now, Abai Asamuaba, in Kofo said the can right from the word go, only condition of service. Almost say, hey, I deal with it, they be I can was more obedient. This time around, no, yen sibuntum and can wasem. As far back as November last year. Ena almost de to abandon say, ye mama about 8 or 9 months. Muma a condition of service. Na se mama a condition of service need there. After 8-9 months, no, first step I be taking ye, and after that, the next animal between ye, and I'm for between ye. We are buying our concerned. I said, I make so go by the law, cry now. Calon also say, medic GM4 said, you need to say, essential service providers. No. Anytime any of them call for negotiation, sitting down, a biana. Can normally within 3-4 days. I say, missing Kunyana Mutimo. Say, no, now, within, I think, 14 days or 3 months. Within 14 days. Essential service. I said, in the Mutnas in Musinkunya. As far back as November last year, and almost semi-batuda.
It was brought to my attention, I think, Monday, on our Tuesday. Say, Sad Seb-Seb Kita officially. The presentation of condition of service on the part of the GM came on board somewhere around July. Is correct.
Abwaninya na wankawa yes one day on finishing show. The same folks so no farmer ya wo abanyanka wo care you really know the consequence of what a strike can cause. And can own claim drew this stage. After all, true because if you don't
go to the Mohammed
that's other way around. We are buying okay say hey nkofo
mo yi masuti da mo mai
last year ababa ku bi e buy abreso o mo call ye no say ni nkofo wie enti no from lessons learned from history no ye ntwen ma ne nkoduru ho te ne nki yentu ho na mo bia again Then to cry maintain NDC for ne or for nothing, and especially President Nankasa, the comments more, and I maintain us in the say. You name the budget cycle of this country. Normally by November, near the budget about Parliament. Ya approve we are naka abeye appropriation act no abeye emra. In that case no say President Kraka say nti no member say mebu emra so nti no budget e ho no I won't spend beyond it. I have my own doubts about the credibility when it comes to those ones. So, to avoid that, this year, obiara say budget preparation for next year no eden. Now.
By September and then we in November.
Exactly. It could be say any na me next year. And you ma me here next year no. Yen kan ho asem ne. Say the be ya nka wo prepare a budget for next year now. What to me, you agree say be am simple na do me na say once in na do me a. You agree on that no. What to me factor that into your budget.
Na egusu kasa wo tie tie ni.
Yegusu kasa. What wo tie. And no there na yes ha go back to the legal issues.
Okay.
Nipa no so de ba ye no emra no so sisi nka within 3 days maximum 14 days. Ana yesu ye aban so yes ab.
Ye hare mranim na ma the reality on the ground in
the reality on the ground in adwuma. So ne kase ye behwe no emra frenchie mu nya de a now going back to even mitigation factors a mo pese o mo ye. No obisa ho say ene na president to begin with Cuban doctors ne ye ko form aban. Omo so tell play man no mabana. Conditions ni bibiano is agreed upon. It's agreed upon. Wo o man ba there the conditions mani hu before obe start adwuma oruka do gusu ye adwuma no mami hu me conditions a o se me ntumi no ye ye kofa Cuba ni abade a conditions ni now will be settled on before they are brought in.
Okay.
Again ni asa bisi ho say mitigation factors here ye nsisi here Cuba for na ye kofa o aba na say whatever no. Was it within budget? Said within budget, then
where from that resources?
Where from that any president said he's not going to spend even a dime out of budget. So the Mtiamika said, now President Crowd talking about budget, now it looks funny. Omai Yahuchi CCA, it can be traced to 2012. Or be take over from President Mills on one making a statement says 6 months he's going to make sure we live within budget. You will not overspend the budget over 300 million. Last year, Office of the President, budget of 30 million, the man, we will not spend 75 million. 150% overspent by the President. The bad doctor said, Beji Young Kwandia, you're talking about budget. Especially at a time when they are not even talking about the current budget. They are talking, if anything at all,
effective January 1.
It can you know matinasi. You agree on whatever needs to be agreed upon. Now you factor into the budget. Say the beya next year. Say doctors eat nasi. Na next year. Almost sorry say BB condition of service be ni budget ni mo. No so na nka abandon responsibility.
Okay, so
it immediate. Dia make akosi nyina ne say. Ti say dia make bi me make bi obi e ka bi out there no. That will not resolve the issues.
Okay.
It won't. The bit me resolve issues say two parties no. Enkotenase. No more cut off this media war. Now yes, doctors. Yes, doctors. No more go back to work.
Right. So, Mr.